Hi folks, today is January the 29th. As you can see here, it's currently 9:21 in the afternoon. I decided I was going to go ahead and do my intro for the Valutrader product. I've hinted a couple times now on the website that I'm in the process of getting set up for a new review, and that is a fact. It's actually taking me a bit longer because there's just so much information to get through. Let me go to the website real quick here. This is Valutrader.com, VALU, and then trader.com. There should be a link also in the description of this video, or either directly beneath it if you're on the website. But as you guys can see here, it's a pretty straightforward and simple website. He has several different products. Let me see if I can get this to open up here real quick. Alright, so he has the nodetrader, the nodetrader auto trader, scalp trader, trade targeter, and forex signal services. Excuse me. I decided on the nodetrader. The nodetrader encompasses the scalp trader and also trade targeter, so those are included within the nodetrader itself. So you guys can definitely check that out. Just go to, like I said, valutrader.com to get more information there. But I want to actually show you guys what it looks like on the charts here, so you guys can see what's going on. There's a lot of information here, and like I said, when I first got all this, it was a little bit overwhelming, you know, because like I said, there's about, I would say, more than 6 hours of training videos to get through. There's a manual. There's just a lot of information to get through to try and discern what everything here is. But from what I've seen, it's just such a phenomenal system. I've actually been watching his website, because he actually posts the daily trades right here, Valutrader trading results. So if you guys go to the website and click right there, you'll be able to see lots and lots of videos and just lots of information, and you can also get access to his YouTube account, and you'll be able to see lots of videos there as well. But yeah, like I was saying, I've been following his progress now for about 9 months or so, and it's just been so good. You know, I had to basically look into it myself and see, you know, is it possible that this system really is, you know, as good as what he's been showing. You know, I've talked to several people, you know, I've talked to 2 people actually, and they've both been trading this system for some time. They're both actually funded with Top Step Trader. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later, but yeah, and they had nothing but good things to say about it, and that was important to me because I've tested systems in the past where the individual selling it wasn't trading live accounts, and you know, basically was kind of like a fly-by-night type of setup. But this isn't the case here. He does trade his live account. I confirmed that, made sure that, you know, before I jumped in to buy the system. And again, another thing I wanted to confirm was talk to some people, like I said, that have actually used it, that are actually happy with it and have been using it for months at a time, if not years, and I was able to do that as well. So that was another big plus for me. Let me see what else I wanted to say here. The support has been great. Usually if I'll email them, I'll get back or get a response back within a couple hours. If it's after 9 o'clock, even then he'll still get back to me relatively shortly, so that's always a good thing. This system is very different from others that I've tested in that it has a large focus on money management, and that's something that a lot of the other systems out there tend to leave out. I'm gonna go into that after I jump into the settings of this, and I know it might be a little confusing, but I'm gonna like I said, take things as slow as I can here so you guys can get a good idea of what I'm going to be doing here. You guys already got to see the different products that he offers. This right here is the nodetrader setup, but you don't have to buy nodetrader. You can just buy scalp trader by itself, and I'm going to actually look at today's scalp trade so you guys can see the accuracy of it. This system does not repaint, meaning once these orders pop up here, they don't go away as the market moves forward. Okay, that's also another huge thing. Let's see what else I wanted to talk about. I think that's pretty much it. There also is a trade room. It's free. You know, most of the other trade rooms out there, they're, you know, $2.99, $3.99. I've seen them up as high as, you know, $500. So there definitely are other options, but this one is free. Once you purchase the system, you do gain access to that. Definitely can ask questions in there, and you know, it's good to be able to, I guess, trade with other people as the day goes on. So that's always a big plus. So you have lots of avenues to get your questions answered. And like I said, it was so much information in the beginning, and I had lots of questions, and I was able to get them answered. There are webinars that he does where you can get all your questions answered and things like that. So there are just a lot of ways that you guys will have to basically just get your questions answered if you have any, and I'm sure you will. And of course, as I go on, if you guys do end up testing this in the future, I'll definitely be able to help you guys out and answer questions that might come up as well. And of course, he also has Skype access, so that's another way you can contact him or talk to him. But I definitely think you guys should just come here and go through these videos. Trust me, look at his daily trades, his end of trading that you guys can see here. Just check this information out. I mean, this guy, he's been doing it for years. Okay, and this isn't somebody that that's an internet marketer that decided, okay, let's make a system that we can sell to people. This is a trader that is saying, okay, this is the system I use. If you guys want to buy it or use it, you can jump on board. Okay, that's the situation we're in here. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and take a look at some of these trades here. And to show you guys, go into indicator. This ticks remaining, that's Valutrader time bar, that's just what that is. But over here, this is nodetrader. And it's so, like I said, it's a lot of information here, folks. And in the training, they do go over what each and every one of these things means. So right now it might look overwhelming, but once you go through the trainings and everything, it'll all make sense to you. And like I said, this is why it took me so long to get to this introduction for this system, because there was so much for me to actually get through. Alright, let's go ahead and jump in here. Where is it at? Alright, down here, actually I can show you guys the different trade types first. First of all, these are all of the different trade types. The ones I mostly take are the scalp trades, but there are also here's one. Here's a aggressive scalp trade, then the scalp trade. Those are the main two that I usually end up taking. But nodetrader gives you lots of other options, and there are a few of these that do extremely well. Some of them I don't take because the take profits are rather large, and I don't necessarily want to take trades where there's a huge take profit. And one of the most important things to me about nodetrader is that it gives you levels, and I'll show you. It gives you buying and selling levels. Let's see here. I hate doing this in the afternoon when the market is already basically done with. But for example, this is a buying zone, and these here's another one. This is a buying node. It's green. There are also selling nodes, but this one right here, as you can see, has this line going across, and this is basically a spot where we definitely get some reaction from price. Okay, let me bring this down. And honestly, at this point, I can honestly say I wouldn't want to trade without these different levels, because they are dynamic. These are not static like the trade prints are. Throughout the day, these will change. For example, these low volume nodes, they'll stop, and these levels here will stop as well, and as they might get filled in, they'll disappear and turn gray. So like I said, it's just a lot of information to go through here, but let's get back to, and I'm not going to try to go over everything, obviously. It's just too much for me to do in the 15 minutes that I'm going to use for this intro here. Alright. First thing I'm going to look at, alright, start trading about 7:30 in the morning. And this is a 300 tick chart, in case you were wondering, on the CL March contract. But here is, first let me show you guys that I have only the scalp trades turned on, because scalp trader is something that you can obviously buy separately. You just won't be able to see these levels. Okay. Alright. Show high volume trades, that's set to false. Show low volume trades, set to false. Show zone trades, set to false. Show scalp trades, true. Show aggressive scalp trades, true. So the only thing we see here is scalp trades. Alright, so first thing this morning, 8:57. And how this works is this first little line here, this is where you would place your entry order, your pending order to get into the market. And once you're entered, this is your stop. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. First take profit, second take profit, and you typically will let the last order, you'll trail that, so you can basically get as much as you can out of that. Alright, and another big thing here is the money management aspect of it. Alright, this right here is basically where you can set the trading start time. Mine is 9 a.m. most days, and you can see here I have that set up there, and it also have my trading stop time at 11, and you'll see it's basically kind of just a reminder on the chart to let you know, okay, this is the time you said you wanted to trade, and it's now that time, 11 o'clock right there. Alright, let me go back here. And where were we? Here it is. It's definitely important to put in the pit open. Again, this is crude oil, and RTH session end time, so 14:30 there. And I want to talk to you guys about money management, so let's find that section. Alright, now what I actually plan on doing, let me pull this up real quick. I'm going to be using the settings that Top Step Trader has for their combine, because at some point I do plan in the future to take this. So as you guys can see here, my daily loss limit for this combine is 3,000. Max position size is 15 lots. Profit target is 9,000. So what I did here is, how much do you want to risk? Basically what he teaches you is you want to split your daily stop or daily loss limit up into 3 or 4 trades. So if my daily loss limit is 3,000, let me see, 800 times 3. Okay, so that means 2,400. That gives me 3 trades that I can take. Or I could set it to, let's try something else here, 3,000 divided by 4, 750. So I could set this to 750. Alright, so that means I basically have 4 trades that I can take before I reach my daily loss limit. Okay, and you basically want to say, okay, how much of my trade account do I want to risk per trade or per day? So this is what I'm looking at risking per trade, 750. And that means I have 4 opportunities to make money in this trade. Basically what he explains is you don't want to, you know, come in saying, okay, I'm gonna risk or trade super large and then, you know, get stopped out on one trade and end up done for the entire day. That's not how you want to trade. This right here is stating that I expect or will accept 2 ticks of slippage. This right here shows my max contracts to trade, 15. As you guys can see here, max position size 15. And so that's what that represents. And right here, it gives you your position sizes. So for example, right here it says, okay, based on your risk parameters, you can trade 5 contracts. It gives you your stop level, it gives you your entry level, it gives you your take profit levels, like I stated. It basically gives you everything you need to trade within the parameters you have set. Okay, so let's take a look at this trade. Again, this is a scalp trade. We would have entered right here. First take profit would have been hit, second take profit would have been hit, and at some point we would have hit that third take profit, but obviously we would have moved our stop up, and we would have been taken out before that third got hit. But let's keep moving forward here. As you can see here, let's see, 6 contracts. And again, this calculates this based on the risk in these trades. So in this one, on here we can only trade 5, but on this one it's saying, okay, based on the risk you can take 6 trades here. So enter here, first take profit got hit, market would have come down, and we wouldn't have been able to get anything else, because obviously we would have moved our stop up to break even +1. Right here the market came down, but we wouldn't have been filled. And right here market came down, beautiful trade, definitely a winner. Another trade here, we would have got filled, another winner. Here again we would have got filled, another winner. This trade we would not have gotten filled, would not have gotten filled. If you would have held this one a couple bars, you would have got filled here, and that would have been a nice trade. You would have hit all of your targets. Let's see what else we have here. And actually I would have been done at that point. And it's another thing he teaches in his system. If you're willing to risk, 2% of your account, say, you should be also willing to stop trading after you've made 2%. So let's say here, if I'm only willing to risk 2,000, if I make, $3,000 or $2,000 on this trade, in this trade, then that's enough for me to go ahead and just stop for the day, and I can be done right there at 9:12. And as you guys check out his trades, you'll notice that in most days he's done trading usually between 9 o'clock and 9:30 Eastern time. I don't ever see him trading past 10 o'clock. Alright, actually, hold on one second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. But moving on, we can continue on here. This trade right here, you wouldn't have got filled. You guys can see you have an entry price right here. Never got filled. I mean, just lots of beautiful trades here, folks. And this is just the scalp trader. And this is what, 1040 here. Here we have an entry that didn't get hit. Entry didn't get hit. This entry, if you would have held it, would have gotten hit. This is my typical stop time. But again, if I was willing to risk, $2,000 or $3,000, for example, in this combine here, say I'm willing to risk that on the day and I actually make $3,000, I'm just going to stop. And that's what he does in his trading. So that's exactly what I plan on doing. All right, let's move on here. And again, beautiful setup here, stop right here, and basically it continues on, folks. I mean, this is extremely accurate. These do not repaint. Definitely, like I said, watch the videos on his website. Check out his YouTube account, and you guys will see these different trades, and he takes them every day, and he profits. I haven't seen him have maybe more than 1 or 2 losing days in the past few months. I mean, that is how accurate his system is. Most days he doesn't even take a loss. Definitely, like I said, check that out. The system gives you the contract sizes you can take. It gives you the stop level. It gives you your take profit levels, entry prices, just everything you need to be a successful trader. Let's come in here real quick and turn on some of these others. Actually, hold on one second again, folks. Alright, now let's come back in here really quick. This video, we're about at 20 minutes. There's just so much information. I'm not gonna go through everything here, but I want you guys to see the different types of trades on the chart. Alright, so where are we at? And all right, here it is. I don't really do the high volume zone trades, but we can turn on the low volume trades. All right, true. Show zone trades. True. We can apply that to the chart. All right. Now, after adding the zone trades, this is why I said I wouldn't want to trade without nodetrader. After actually seeing the power of it, this right here is a buying zone. As you can see, over and over, the market comes into it and reverses. This is a selling zone. This is a selling low volume node right here. This tells us that there's a lot of selling pressure at these prices. Let's go forward some here. And again, buying zone. Market came down, pushed into it, and came back up. A low volume node. All right, actually this is a low volume node, but it's a buying low volume node. Before we saw a red one that was a selling low volume node. And again, these will change as the day progresses. Okay, they will change as the day progresses. The prints don't change, but these will change. All right, they are dynamic to the day, to the chart movement. And like I said, I'm not going to have time to go over what everything means, but the system is extremely powerful. And let me come back here and add these one at a time so you guys will be able to see. Let me go back to the morning. And like I say, you can pick and choose which type of trades you want to take. The scalp trades are easily the most profitable from what I've seen. They're the most low risk. And this line here, well, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna go into all that stuff, but let's see. Let's go back to 7. All right. And for example, here we have this looks like a brown color here, and I believe that is, let's see what that is here. Alright, that's a zone trade right there. And as you guys can see, bigger take profits. On this zone trade in particular, first take profit is up here. And then right here, dark olive. These are the aggressive scalp trades. Let's see what else we have here. And the white is the regular scalp trades. Let's see. Here we have some purple. Let's see what the purple is. Again, there are just so many different types of trades. So that's either, I think that's a low volume node trade. Alright, so that's basically an overview. I didn't want this to be too long, but I just wanted you guys to kind of get a feel for what's going on in the market. The scalp trades, they are, like I said, easily the most low risk trades. The system itself, if you get nodetrader, you do get, you know, everything that you guys can see here. And that includes these zones that I talked about earlier. Again, this is a buying zone. Let me see if I can find an example of a selling zone, but it's basically the same thing, just it'll be red and it'll be a down bar. And this right here is a low volume node that price would have did react to here. But just extremely accurate stuff, folks. Definitely take a look at it, go through it. I'll start taking some trades and recording them so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. And I plan on, like I said, doing this, the Top Step Trader Combine. If you guys haven't yet, you can definitely go to the website and click on Get Funded, I believe, and you'll get all the information on this stuff there. They offer a continuous combine and also a 10-day. Once I get familiar and get good with this, I do plan on go ahead and trying this out and hopefully getting funded. And what this means is, if I do go through this and I adhere to all of their parameters, basically trade 10 days, always implement stops with an open position, only trade permitted products during permitted times, achieve an overall winning day percentage of 45 or greater, achieve an average net profit and loss greater than 0 for each product traded, ensure my largest losing day will not hit or exceed my daily loss limit, 3,000, ensure my account balance will not hit or exceed my trailing max drawdown. Max drawdown is 4,500. Alright, and it's relatively easy to get set up with them. And like I said, I do know 2 individuals who have already gone through this process that are already funded. Okay, these are individuals that are already funded with this company. Okay, so this isn't just me stating this is something that's, you know, possible. It's something that I've actually talked to people that have done, that are funded, that are making money. And I believe Top Step actually pays you, I think 80% of any profit you make after you get funded. All right, so definitely something worth looking into. Alright, that's going to be pretty much everything I wanted to cover here. You guys will definitely, like I said, see videos in the future of me taking trades with this system, and I'll try to explain things in future videos as I come across things. Okay, if you definitely have any questions on this, don't hesitate to just send me an email, or either you can go to Valutrader.com, VALUTRADER.com, and you can just shoot them an email, and they'll be able to answer any questions you might have. Anyway, that's going to be it for now, and I will see you guys in the future in the videos that I'm going to be putting out. Thanks and take care. I forgot to mention, folks, the reason I'm doing this is mainly because if you don't have, you know, a $30,000 or $40,000 account to really make a lot of money with trading, obviously you're going to want to have a way that you can, I guess, be safe and still add money into your pot. And that's what this is going to be for me. I'm going to trade this. Well, first of all, I'm going to get good at this system, and then come here, get funded, go ahead and trade for as long as I need to with them, take my 80%, hopefully reach, you know, $30,000, $40,000, and then go ahead and start trading, you know, my own account with $30,000 or $40,000. The difference is with Top Step Trader, I'm not actually risking any of my own money. So obviously there's a benefit there, but I still do plan in the future on going on and trading my own funds. So that is definitely a goal. I do plan on saving up the money that I make with Top Step Trader. And there are a lot of other people out there who maybe don't have, you know, enough money to start trading futures right now. But this right here gives you a method, a way that you guys can actually get started trading futures if you have a successful method, and still make a lot of money in it until you get enough funds of your own so that you can go ahead and get started for yourself. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there, and I'll see you guys in the next video.